Hi, my name is Noemi. I'm from the Palmy Branch Library, and this week's Grab and Go is the Hoop Koi Pond. Okay, so first we're going to start as always with what's included in the kit. And as always, we have our written instructions. We also have an embroidery hoop. We have a piece of royal blue fabric. We also have some felt squares in the following colors. There's going to be a white one, a green one, a red one, orange, little piece of yellow, and a little piece of black. Then we're also going to have a little piece of twine, a cardstock with some patterns on it of two little koi fish as well as some lily pads. And finally, we're going to have two little pebbles and some tiny little flowers. Okay, so now we're going to go over what's not included in the kit, but you will need this time. Of course, as always, we're going to need our hot glue gun and glue sticks. We're also going to need some very sharp scissors. I would suggest using scissors that are specifically for fabric, and as well as a Sharpie marker, or you can use a pen or some other type of marker for tracing on material. So step one, we're going to show you how to place your fabric into the embroidery hoop. And as all you embroiderers know, first you have to take out the little screw and loosen it up as much as possible. You take the inner hoop, you place it underneath the fabric, you place the fabric on top, and then with this loose, you're going to place it over the fabric and push it into place. Then this is when you start screwing in the little screw and start tightening it up. And as you tighten, that's when you stretch out your fabric to make sure that it's nice and taut. And then you start screwing it some more, tightening it some more, and making sure that it's nice and stretched out. Okay, so our next step is we're going to go ahead and cut out the patterns of the koi fish and the lily pads. Alright, so we've already cut out our koi fish and our lily pads, and so now we're going to place them onto the felt squares. The koi fish go on the white felt. The lily pads, of course, go on the green felt. We're going to trace these out using our Sharpie marker and cut them out using our scissors. Now we're tracing these right here, and as you can see, I'm going to trace one to go in the opposite direction of the other, sort of like a yin-yang type of pattern, to where one's pointing this way, one's pointing this way, and of course both are facing the top. Alright, so I've arranged my koi fish and lily pads on my little pad right here, my little pond. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out some random shapes in the different colors of felt, the black, red, yellow, or orange. And they can be random shapes so that they can decorate the spots. They can be the decorated spots on my koi fish. Once you've decided what your koi fish are going to look like and you have them in place, now we're going to take our hot glue and glue them in place along with the pebbles and the little tiny little flowers. Okay, so now we've hot glued our koi fish and everything else on there. I should make note that when I traced the koi fish and I glued them on there, I did flip it over so that the tracing, the line, is not visible. It is upside down now. It's down here at the bottom. And also the little flowers, I tripped the back just a little bit more so that they would be able to lie a little bit more flat. Alright, so now we're getting ready for our final stages, which is to cut off the excess fabric, and that's when we're also going to need our fabric scissors. So we're going to go ahead and go in here and cut very close to the edge like this, and go all the way around so that we get rid of all the extra fabric. Okay, so now our final step is to take our twine and to glue it to the back like this. So let's take a little bit of hot glue, put it right there.
Be careful not to get burned.
Yeah, careful not to get burned. And a little bit more. And put it down right there. Okay, so here we have the finished product. In the back, I added, just because I'm neurotic like that, I added a little piece of extra fabric to make sure that it stays on there. But as you can see, I trimmed the edges so that you can't see it from the front, and this is the finished product right here. Remember that starting in July at the Palmy Branch Library, online registration for the Grab and Go kits is now required. There is a limited supply available, so don't forget to go online and register and set aside your kit. Once you've done that, you can come by the Palmy Branch Library on Wednesday, July 7th to pick up your kit.